In 2013, a young traveler named Elisa Lam vanished inside a Los Angeles hotel. 19 days later, her body was discovered in the rooftop water tank, a place no one was expected to be. Her final moments, captured on surveillance, remain some of the most haunting footage ever released.
Hello and welcome back. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver, British Columbia. She was the daughter of immigrants from Hong Kong and a student at the University of British Columbia. In early 2013, she decided to take a solo trip along the west coast of the United States. Her travel plan included several major cities such as San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Cruz, and San Francisco. Elisa documented her journey through posts on her Tumblr blog, where she often shared her thoughts, photos, and personal reflections. On January 26, 2013, Elisa arrived in Los Angeles and checked in to the Cecil Hotel, located in downtown LA. The hotel had a long and troubled history, with a reputation for crime and unsettling events. Despite that, it was also affordable, and many budget travelers stayed there. At first, Elisa stayed in a shared room with other guests, but after complaints about her odd behavior, the hotel moved her into a private room. On January 31, 2013, Elisa was scheduled to check out of the Cecil Hotel and head towards Santa Cruz. However, she never contacted her family, which was unusual since she had been in frequent touch with them during her travels. When they could not reach her, her parents reported her missing. The Los Angeles Police Department began investigating. Flyers with her picture were circulated, and the search extended across the city. A key piece of evidence came from security camera footage recorded inside one of the hotel elevators on January 31, 2013. The video was released publicly on February 13, 2013. In the footage, Elisa is seen entering the elevator and pressing multiple buttons. She steps in and out repeatedly, appearing at times to hide or gesture in unusual ways. The video has no sound, and her behavior sparked widespread public attention. The video went viral online, with millions of views and intense speculation about what it showed. Meanwhile, hotel guests had begun complaining about problems with the water supply. Some noticed low water pressure, discoloration, and even an unusual taste. On February 19, 2013, maintenance workers went to the hotel's rooftop to inspect the water tanks. Inside one of the tanks, they made a grim discovery. Elisa Lam's body was floating inside. The tank was drained, cut open for removal, and her remains were taken for autopsy. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office conducted an autopsy. The results showed that Elisa's cause of death was drowning, with her bipolar disorder listed as a significant contributing factor. There were no signs of physical trauma, sexual assault, or foul play. Her toxicology tests revealed that she had taken her prescribed medication, but no illegal drugs or alcohol were found in her system. Her death was officially ruled accidental. One detail often discussed was how Elisa managed to get onto the roof and into the tank. Access to the roof was restricted and usually locked, with alarms attached to the doors. However, hotel staff later testified that the alarm system was not always functional, and maintenance workers frequently used the area. The water tanks themselves were large and had heavy lids, but they were not secured by locks. The story drew international attention. The viral video and the unusual circumstances of her death made headlines around the world. In 2014, Elisa Lam's parents filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the Cecil Hotel, claiming the hotel had not done enough to ensure guest safety. The case was dismissed in 2015, with the court ruling that her death was foreseeable. The case also revived the hotel's reputation as a place associated with tragedy. It was later renamed Stay on Main in an effort to distance itself from its past. In 2021, Netflix released a documentary series titled Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel, which examined Elisa Lam's death, the history of the hotel, and the public's fascination with the case. To this day, Elisa Lam's death remains one of the most discussed cases on the internet. The facts are clear. She was a young woman traveling alone. She disappeared on January 31st, 2013. Her body was discovered on a rooftop water tank on February 19th, 2013. And the official cause of death was accidental drowning. While much speculation exists around the case, what we know for certain is that Elisa Lam was a bright and thoughtful young woman whose life was tragically cut short. So, Elisa Lam's death was ruled an accident, but the unanswered questions surrounding her final days have kept her story alive. More than a decade later, her case is a reminder that sometimes the most unsettling mysteries are the ones rooted in real life. And so, the mystery of Elisa Lam continues. Who knows what secrets still lie hidden? All right, guys, that's it for today's story. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more.